And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
And God said, Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
And think to change times and laws.
Life can become multiplanetary. This is the goal we should strive for. There need to be reasons to get up in the morning. You know, life can't just be about solving problems. Otherwise, what's the point? There's got to be things that people find inspiring and make life worth living. What are the important steps in the evolution of life? Obviously, there was the advent of single-celled life. There was differentiation to plants and animals. There was life going from the oceans to land. There was mammals, consciousness, and I would argue also on that scale should fit life becoming multiplanetary. I think if one could make a reasonable argument that something is important enough to fit on the scale of evolution, then it's important. And maybe worth a little bit of our resources.
And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name, and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven, tabernacle in heaven.
I believe that it's important for the future to be a spacefaring civilization, and out there, ultimately be out there among the stars,
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Be out there among the stars,
be out there among the stars,
and though thou set thy nest among the stars. This is hopefully the first step on a journey towards a civilization on Mars, life becoming multiplanetary, based on the moon and expanding beyond Earth. And
among the stars,
be out there among the stars, life becoming multiplanetary.
And liftoff.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
Liftoff of the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket.
And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Launching Dragon
to
the International Space Station.
And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
Dragon blasted to space.
The Dragon.
Dragon is expected to stay attached to the space station until October 28th.
And they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast.
Dragon is currently the only craft capable of returning a significant amount of supplies from the station.
He was cast out into the earth.
Good morning, welcome aboard. Dragon, SpaceX, comm check, ground stations.
SpaceX Dragon, we're go for launch. Let's light this candle.
3, 2, 1. Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, Spot and Dog.
On behalf of the entire launch team, thanks for flying with Falcon 9 today. We hope you enjoyed the ride and wish you a great mission.
We would like to welcome you aboard Capsule Endeavour.
MD Houston flight. Houston is go for undocking and departure. Dragon is committed to undock.
SpaceX Dragon on Dragon to ground. We are ready for the systems brief.
Copy. As stated, Dragon's in a healthy state. We are proceeding toward the primary landing site, and your timeline is current. Visual, 2 drogues out.
300 meters. We are braced for splashdown.
Copy, brace for splashdown. Dever, on behalf of the SpaceX and NASA teams, welcome back to planet Earth, and thanks for flying SpaceX.
It's a humbling experience to be a part of what was accomplished.
It's great to see how excited everybody was. We hope it brings a little bit of brightness to a pretty tough 2020.
Advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
And through his policy also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Being able to fly, being able to see over long distances, being able to communicate, and having access to all the world's information instantly from almost anywhere on the Earth. This is stuff that really would be magic, or would be considered magic in times past. Being a multi-planet species and being out there among the stars is important for the long-term survival of humanity. If you consider 2 futures, one where we are forever confined to Earth until eventually something terrible happens, or another future where we are out there on many planets, maybe even going beyond the solar system,
among the stars.
I think that second version is incredibly exciting and inspiring, and there need to be reasons to get up in the morning. Life can't just be about solving problems. Otherwise, what's the point? There's got to be things that people find inspiring. The future of humanity will fundamentally bifurcate along the lines of either a single planet species or multi-planet species. And a multi-planet version of humanity, or of humanity's future, is going to last a lot longer. We will propagate civilization into the future far longer if we are a multi-planet species than if we are a single planet species. And so it's like planetary redundancy, backing up the biosphere. We've got all of our eggs in one basket here. We should try to protect that basket and do everything we can, but there are some risks that are just extremely difficult to mitigate. And some which we will ultimately not be able to mitigate. So it just seems like the right thing to do. And then the next question is, well, should we do it now, or should we wait for some point in the future? And I think it's the wise move is to do it now, because the window of technology for this is open, and it's the first time that window has been open in the 4.5 billion year history of Earth. I think there are really 2 fundamental paths. History is going to bifurcate along 2 directions. One path is we stay on Earth forever, and then there will be some eventual extinction event. I don't have an immediate doomsday prophecy, but eventually history suggests there will be some doomsday event. The alternative is to become a spacefaring civilization and a multi-planet species, which I hope you would agree that is the right way to go.
Because, why do we need to build a city on Mars with 1 million people on it in your lifetime?
Yeah, I think it's important to have a future that is inspiring and appealing. I mean, I just think that there have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. Why do you want to live? What's the point? What inspires you? What do you love about the future? And if we're not out there, if the future does not include being out there among the stars and being a multi-planet species, I find that it's incredibly depressing if that's not the future that we're going to have.
You decided to build a space company. Why on earth would someone do that?
The goal of SpaceX is to try to advance rocket technology, and in particular to try to crack a problem that I think is vital for humanity to become a spacefaring civilization, which is to have a rapidly and fully reusable rocket. What are the things that need to happen in order for the future to be an exciting and inspiring one? And I really think there's a fundamental difference if you sort of look into the future between a humanity that is a spacefaring civilization that's out there exploring the stars on multiple planets. And I think that's really exciting. And compared with one where we are forever confined to Earth until at some eventual extinction event.